What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another EU4 time-lapse video, and as you can probably tell, I think we got an interesting one today. So I've been trying to do some stuff with EU4, with custom nations, all that stuff, and it breaks the time-lapse every time I try to do it, so I decided we're just going to do some mods. And I found this mod, which I thought looked hilarious. It just takes out Europe, Asia, Africa, basically anyone but North and South America. And we're going to look at today what would happen if the Europeans never arrived in the New World because, well, the Old World doesn't exist. I think it should be fun. It should be interesting. Either that or it's going to be incredibly boring and nothing's going to happen. I figure it'll be either one of the two. So, we're going to get going with the time lapse. Although before we get going with the time lapse, you should like the video because, well, we're like 40 seconds in, and why wouldn't you like the video at 40 seconds in? While you're there, hit that subscribe button, and hey, if you don't, I'll probably remind you to do it again at the end. And with that, let's get going with this time lapse. Alright, so we got a lot of natives moving around early. I'm not sure how much expansion there's going to be early on. We got, looks like some unification going on in Mexico. That's to be expected. I'm hoping we're going to see something with the natives up north, but for the most part, they just appear to really be just bouncing around. Inca has formed. That's not that surprising. And if they eat up Pacheges, that would be, that would leave them as probably the most powerful nation here. Still nothing going on really in Mexico. Some minor unification. And these tribes are just bouncing around. I wasn't sure what was going to go on there, if they were going to colonize. I'm hoping maybe, but nothing seems to really be happening there yet. We've got Quetzalcoatl has unified a large part of Mexico, the southern portion, and literally nothing is happening in South America. Yeah, this is, I have a feeling that this is going to be this entire time lapse. That's why I set it to a faster speed than I normally would, because I was a little worried. I thought this is either going to be the most interesting video that I've ever made or the dumbest video that I've ever made. And I am definitely leaning towards just this is stupid. Nothing is happening. Quetzalcoatl is, they're continuing to expand. Looks like there's a very good chance that they end up unifying Mexico. Inca must be allied with Chimu and Pacheges because they're just, nothing is happening here. Absolutely nothing. There's Quetzalcoatl unifying. They're going to end up taking all that. I can't believe. Oh, look at that. We've got Pawnee. So there's some expansion going there. So some of the tribes look like they've settled down. Iroquois expanded a little bit. Oh, there's some Pawnee just expanded. Here we go. Now we're getting some stuff. Quetzalcoatl unified Mexico. Pawnee just exploded. So Miami is now in Ohio. That makes sense. The Iroquois are just, let's see how long we can stretch this. And Huron is where they'd be. Okay, we got a little bit of expansion there. The Cheyenne a little bit there. Now that the Quetzalcoatl, they took Mexico, they've become South America, which they... Oh, Chimu and Pacheges, they turned on Inca there. Wow, they both just ate the Inca, split their territory in half. And, yeah, so basically, if the Europeans never arrived, I guess nothing really happens. It looks like we now have the Iroquois. I don't know why the Iroquois name didn't go away, but I love the idea that they just blended and we now have the Iroquois. Cheyenne, we got a little bit. We got the Sioux. Miami might be, probably Choctaw outside of Quetzalcoatl is the big winner. But a lot of these, especially the ones that are sort of separated, nothing happened. They just bounced around in circles. I mean, nothing happened here. These guys are probably all allied, and they're like, well, let's just be allies and spin circles around one another. The Carib and Musica. So, yeah, I mean, we have one country that unified there, and they didn't even form, like, one of the nations. What is it? Can't they? I feel like there's a nation that they could form, but they didn't. It is what it is. And let's go check the... So for the great powers, we have got Quetzalcoatl taking the top spot. No surprise there. Chimu, Pacheges, also not really a surprise there after they divided up Inca. Choctaw, yep, that's the one that I figured would be up top there. Cheyenne, oh, that's actually kind of surprising, given that they're sort of up in Maine. Huron, Musica, Carib. Miami did not make the list, and neither did the Iroquois. I really actually thought the Iroquois would make it. This is fantastic. So Cocktail with 897 development takes the top spot. And the very, very bottom spot with 87 development is the Carib. So I think that's going to bring us about to the end of this just bizarre little video. If you liked the video, then hey, you should leave a like. If you didn't like the video, hey, you should still leave a like because it makes me feel better. And who doesn't want to make me feel better? All spoiled down there. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment. There will be a link for this mod in the description. And if you guys want to see more silly little mods like this, I downloaded a bunch of them. We're going to be doing some extended timeline once I can figure out how to get that to work because I can't get that to work. We're also going to be doing some Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones. There's a couple of them that I downloaded, Elder Scrolls. We'll do some AI only in those, see what happens. So thank you guys so much. It's been a lot of fun, even if, well, nothing happened. But hey, sometimes it's fun to just watch little states go in circles for 400 years. With that, I'll see you guys next time. Wreath out.